should make a song.
Yeah, but like, where do we start?
Beats or lyrics?
Lyrics.
We decided that we needed some help, so we set up an interview with Langston, an upcoming artist and a producer who recently released his new album, Balance. We were hoping that he could lend us some of his wisdom and experience.
So how did you get into making music?
So I always wanted to make music, and then that wasn't a reality until like in middle school when I started to learn how to play the guitar, because then I could like write music and then add lyrics over it, and then I'd have like a song. And then in like freshman year, I found out like how to produce music on like my laptop, and then I was able to like convert that medium of like guitar into like one cohesive unit of like a product of like a song, and then I like put on SoundCloud or whatever.
So can you walk us through the process of creating a song, start to finish?
So it depends, because before I produced a lot, it would just all be on my guitar. So like I'd get like the melodies and the chords, and I would start with that on the guitar, and then from there I would like assess the mood and like decide the rhythm of like how the lyrics should fit in. But that's like one method, and another method is like starting with the music production wise, so like adding drums first and then like throwing in like pianos or like whatever you want. And then it's the same thing for me, like I always like want to start with music and then add the lyrics later.
So when you were making your album this past summer, how did you get started in the studio?
So it started with like getting connections at performances I did, and I met this person who was like connected at the studio that had producers. So then I started going there in the summer, and I just brought along like the different ideas I had, like songwriting wise or like music wise or like beat wise. And then from there, there's like 2 producers there that like helped me like translate those ideas into like a solid concept, and then I could record there, and then that's how like it concluded.
How would you say your music has been influenced by other artists and genres?
I feel like my music has been like directly and indirectly influenced by a ton of genres, since I kind of listen to everything. But I'd say most directly it'd be R&B artists like Mac Ayres, Bruno Major, Jeremy Passion, Gabe Bondek, like a lot of people who make like neo soul and like jazz stuff. And then also like older artists like Luther Vandross or Peebo Bryson or Boyz II Men. Those people like very directly impacted my sound to like the music I make now. But there's a lot of genres, like even rap, that like give me inspiration for like songwriting or just like arrangement.
So we had to start this process off by finding a beat that was the vibe that we're going for, which was energetic but not too energetic, but also not really chill. We wanted a hype beat so we could all have a part on it. So we started off by doing this by going to YouTube, and we know there's a lot of producers that have a bunch of free beats online, so we searched up royalty-free beats that match our inspiration, which was Jaden Smith, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and ultimately we settled on a beat that was good.
Yeah, I like this one.
It's not bad.
I'm digging it so far.
So we get hype real quick.
So now we found a beat. It's just about writing the lyrics now, and we started off with like finding a theme for the song. And you know, since it's like our first song and we're like just getting into the rap game, we wanted to write lyrics about like more about like flexing and like on the come up type of lyrics. So I went around the internet like finding articles on how to write hooks, like how to write verses, and just how to put words together. And you know, they just said you have to make it catchy, you have to make the lyrics like mean something, or like they have to mean like what you want them to mean. And finding flows is like, you know, you just feel out the rhythms, you listen to the beat.
Yo, that's fire, bro. We gotta put that in, man.
Why don't you wait, sit back, enjoy the ride, Joker on the street, but on the beat I'm the ace. Whoa, balling out like Chris Paul in the mirror.
So there's a lot of steps that go into producing a song, and that was kind of my job on this track, is making everything mixed together. So there's like balancing, which means making sure the vocals don't overpower the audio and making sure the audio doesn't overpower the vocals. There's also things like auto-tune, like the nuances of recording to make the song have like a different vibe. There's a lot of different things we could do, and for auto-tune we had to like find the key. We actually went on a piano and found the key of the beat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
I also help people with the delivery of what they rap to make sure it came through on the song. They had to be a certain volume and they had to have a certain tone to make sure it fit the beat and everything we're trying to accomplish with the song, the vibe on the come up. So we just needed that vibe.
Alright, so we finished making the song. It's pretty good, pretty live. Got some auto-tune in there. Feeling good about this project. I mean, what is it? We have like 2 weeks to go, so yeah.
So once we finished recording, I just had to put some finishing touches like the ad-libs that you will hear in the song. And the next step is just to record the music video.
So overall, we wanted the style of the music video to match the tone of the song. Like for example, the beginning part, like my part, Leslie's, and Raghav's, we kind of made it more like energetic and like with a lot of cuts in the editing to make it just seem like match the energetic tone of the song. For Alan and Trace's part, I kind of made it more like lengthy and not as energetic and kind of monotone. Even added like a black and whitish filter on to match their pure rap style, make it a little more simplistic.
So this has been a really cool, like, informative process for us, and we've learned that there are a lot of parts that go into creating a song and making a music video for it. And we hope that y'all will have more respect